Mother shit bitch. You get mother shit bitch. Don't look at me, baby. Haven't you ever seen me cry? All I ever wanted was for you to understand me. Oh, you never understand me. And you make me cry. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how many people. Is it going to be 5? Is it going to be 7? Is it going to be 3, 4, 9? Shit, you ain't never gonna. I mean, I've hit those numbers before, but you're not gonna see hundreds of people in this motherfucker, because you want to know why? Because they're haters. Now, let me tell you this. Now, if I was a biological man, okay, if that's just who I was, right? Or if let's say this. Now, if I was still identifying as a woman, had breasts, and then just like shook them everywhere, pretty sure people would be in here trying to watch my streams. Or if I was a biological man, they'd probably be in here. But because I'm a transgender on a toxic network full of fucking pussies, you know, I'm a non-viewer Andy, so that's okay. That's okay. We really don't need validation from the internet. It would just be nice to have more people to talk to while I stream. Clearly, the RV is making all kinds of fucking content. So much content that, you know, everybody is just gravitated towards watching, you know, automotive class. Okay, so everybody's interested in automotives. Okay, cool. Glad. So am I drinking this? I don't know. I guess we have to sit here and find out. What I am drinking, though, is this. And I really don't care. Let me say this. Let me rephrase that. I do care what people think of me. And I care about people's... I've been watching Boring, really. You know... I think the thing that I'm most excited for, if it happens, and it's not just some clickbaity show up and turn around bullshit, is Ice Poseidon possibly passing away on Mount Everest. That is content that I want to see. Now, we will have to figure out, is it going to be something like the haunted suicide forest where, you know, we're there for 10 minutes and then we leave, or because we're effing, or I'm not really sure how he expects to have service on a mountain in the snow. But if he has some kind of idea, maybe he's bought a satellite. Maybe Ice Poseidon has a satellite of his own. And so that's what's going to happen, is that you'll see him on the mountain and you'll just know that there's a fucking eye in the sky of fucking faggots just sitting there, just waiting, just faggot fucking satellite bitch. You know what I mean? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that. Like, I would be so excited and interested and entertained to watch a fucking piece of fuck, to watch this fucking guy, this Slender Man, right? I would be so interested and entertained and excited to watch Slender Andy fucking try to climb fucking Mount Everest whilst holding full bars and a stream that isn't effing, and then also like making it to the top without dying. Like, I feel like what we all want to see is him not making it and then dying, but you know, um, for YouTube guideline purposes and also to not seem like a fucking complete piece of trash, which I don't feel like it, but you know, when I say it out loud, I feel like I sound like a piece of trash. Like, I'm not. Let me phrase it in a way that doesn't make it seem like I'm waiting for someone to die. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Okay, I'm just merely there to see the climax of the content. And the content is always climaxed at death, or bodily injury, or stuff like that. That is content. That's what people want to see, regardless. I don't care what anybody, you know, says. Oh, I want to make. No, that's a lie. Because then you wouldn't watch extreme sports. You really like to see what happens. What's the best? You wouldn't watch wrestling. You wouldn't watch fighting. You wouldn't watch any of that. You wouldn't watch any of those contact, fight, you know, sports like that, because, you know, at the end of the day, what makes it interesting is when someone can't get the fuck out of the ring because they're too fucking fucked. So, yeah, that is the what I'm excited for, and he has alluded to possibly doing another subathon, and I hate. There's just something about that word that makes me want to fucking punch shit. But maybe it's because nobody subs to me. Maybe that. But maybe I'm just a big hater. But you know, something about that subathon, something about the word subathon, or what, you know, that phrase. It really just makes me cringe on the inside. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever happened to people just going out and turning on the camera and not scripting things and just doing shit and being crazy and giving you content? You know what I mean? Whatever happened to that? We're in a day now, right? We're in a day now where if you're not getting, if let's say nobody subs at all, nobody donates at all to Ice Poseidon, do you think that that motherfucking India trip is gonna last 2 months? Probably not. Probably not. Could he afford it on his own to be there for probably 2 months? Probably. He probably doesn't need donations or a subathon at all. He could probably just go over there and do a stream for 2 months and fucking call, and you know what I mean? But, you know, what it is there needs to be a gain, right? There needs to be a gain. I get it. I don't get donated to, but that still hasn't, I still go out on the street, you know, when I do IRL, don't get donations, still press people, still get into fights, you know what I mean? Still do crazy shit. No one donates to me. You know what I mean? No one donates to me. But I have a job. You know what I mean? Like, if I was like some fucking irresponsible degenerate, like if I just didn't have bills, right? I would be out there every day. But I have bills, right? So when something isn't lucrative to me, it takes a back seat to something that's going to pay my fucking bills. Now, do I think that Ice Poseidon has bills? Yes. But I think that he's pretty much not living paycheck to paycheck. So he could go and take 2 months to fucking do fucking whatever it is he plans on doing. You know what I mean? Without calling it, without titling it Subathon. Sub to me! And I'll give you content. How about your Ice Poseidon? And you should just do that. You should just automatically turn the stream on and do that. People have paid you enough for content. I don't need help. I don't know what kind of help you think that I need. I think that I'm actually in the best place that I've been in my whole entire life. You know what I mean? other than, when I was a child. But even then, you know what I mean? I feel like I know more. I'm able to, I'm starting to understand things like like social situations, and I'm pretty good at, like, not being a confrontational person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty good at, like, if it's that's just, what I'm talking about. Like, when you just talk, you know what I mean, to people, or you let people talk, and you don't give them a hard time about things. You don't give them a hard time about things, unless that's like, you know what I mean, unless you are on that relationship level, you know what I mean, then I get it. But, like, I'm pretty, like, fucking chill, like, I go to work, I try to pay my bills, I look towards the future, I try to have goals and ambitions and set them and complete them, and you know what I mean, I try to have things that I can do to always, think that I'm thinking about, to put me, to level me up, to, my brain is never just off, it's always on, it's always doing something. It's like, what, like, fuck, like, it's never like, do your guys' brains shut off? Because mine doesn't. So, you know what I mean? And then we think about that, and then we come home and we try to be clean, we try to clean our stuff, we try to eat good food that's good for us, we try to not make bad decisions, and we try to just be a normal person. The difference between me and a lot of people is that I don't identify with my genitals, with the gender that is, comes with my, whatever. I don't, and that makes that, because it's not normal. It's not a normal thing for people. It wasn't, it's a new thing. Is it normal? I don't know. What's normal? Subjective, really. Somebody picking their nose and eating their boogers probably isn't normal to you, but to Lala, okay, she was probably raised that way and taught to eat her boogers. So, that's normal to her and not normal to you, right? So me living my life is I feel like a normal person. I feel like I wake up, my brain doesn't function the same way. I think I might be on the spectrum a little bit. I think I might have ADHD. My brain doesn't, it feels like it doesn't work like everybody else's. You know what I'm talking about? But, for the most part, I feel pretty normal. Like, I'm not sucking dick for drugs. Like, I'm not breaking all of my possessions and then blaming somebody else for it. I'm not getting blackout drunk and driving. I'm not sucking people's happinesses out of their life. I'm not sucking the happiness out of other people's life. I'm kind of just, like, here going through life, and I'm just like, okay, so what's next? I don't care what kind of behavior you see in me. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect from me? You want me to be like everything else that you've seen? Sorry, I'm different. Sorry. If you haven't noticed already, I kind of don't fucking follow the rules, motherfucker. And I just do what makes me happy. And I move and function the way that makes me happy. And if it doesn't make somebody else happy, I really don't give a fuck. Because if I'm going to stop and evaluate myself for anybody else other than myself, then I've got a problem. If I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, fuck, Nice Day thinks that I have issues, and so I should probably look on the inside and figure out why my emotional behaviors are so feminine. You think I'm going to do that? Do you think that that's even healthy? Or do you think that just owning who you are and being comfortable in who you are and being that is healthy? Because to me, this is who I am. I am controversial. I'm a thinker. I overthink. I think about things. I can talk about controversial subjects all fucking damn day long. I have a brain. It works. Okay? I'm animated, always been animated, always gonna be animated, motherfucking nigga shit. You know what I'm talking about? Always gonna be me, solid. Are there things, obviously, um, I don't have to change anything about myself to please you guys. And neither does any of the other people that you watch on YouTube. That there is called entitlement. And the reason why we have YouTube, part of the reasons why, is to give you an insight into other people's lives and how they work and how they function. Maybe in hopes that you aren't so withdrawn or close-minded or throwing up walls all over the place, because that it doesn't I don't know what that is, and that's new, and I have all of these preconceived notions about this shit, so I'm just gonna say fuck that. It's kind of like, remember when you liked like Good Charlotte in school, right? And then people and then you started hearing about started hearing the way people were talking about Good Charlotte. And if you liked Good Charlotte, you were emo trash and you didn't know what real good music was and you should just go fucking off yourself. Right? And then you stopped listening to Good Charlotte. And then when you got older, and you stop giving a fuck, hopefully, and you hear Good Charlotte again, you're like, wow, I forgot how much I like this. But you completely took yourself away from something that you liked and enjoyed because of somebody else's bullshit. What? Let me go run to not be transgender because everybody just doesn't agree with it. Bruce Jenner turned trans when he was old. Thank you. Buck Angel's old as fuck. Thank you. The thing is with me, Nice Day, the problem that I have with you is that you think you fucking know everything and that you have the answers. You know what I mean? It's a very simple words that you can change, right, in that paragraph and in every other paragraph or in any other conversation to make it seem like you're not a know-it-all faggot, right? You can be like, I've never seen an old trans person. Because then it's relating to your experience, right? It's not your way or the highway. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's relating to your experience. You're not trying to take somebody else's experience or my experience and then make it into your experience, right? Because there's clearly old trans people. But if you want to try to make a fucking argument about that, then you're just gonna sound like an idiot. And two, I don't give a shit. So it's kind of like you gotta be they weren't joking when they said you gotta be comfortable with yourself. You have to be comfortable with yourself. There's some things that have been said so many times over and over and over again. You start to think, is this just some type of fucking cliche or just some type of coping thing for people that are on the lesser end of the spectrum, that they just say this to cope with it? You know what I mean? There's things that have just been, is this a coping mechanism? You know what I mean? Or is that really how it's supposed to go? No, that's really how it's supposed to go. you're supposed to, when they say worry about yourself, you really should. You really should be worrying about yourself. Really. It really is important. Because I've never met any fucking person that has had it all together, that has had all the answers. You know, they might have the money, but they're not socially, aware of things. Not a lot of people probably like them, or they feel this or that, or this, that, and the other. You know, someone that doesn't have money may feel really, really rich in their heart and soul. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, fucking, you can't just fucking sit there and, be like, take this fucking thing, right? This picture, this book, and be like, oh, yeah, I don't like that cover. I'm not gonna fucking read it. When really, that's probably the best book you could ever read in your life. You know, people want you personally as a human are not going to like things that are not normal to you. They're going to be weird. Duh, that's how your fucking ancestors kept from dying. They're like, oh, that seems kind of off. Let me not go towards that dark jungle. You know, I get it. I get it. But what you're trying to do is throw me into a category that I don't agree with. You're trying to make me seem like I don't know, like I just don't have any clue about anything. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm 33 years old. I started smoking meth at like 13 years old, and I didn't stop until I was 26. And I've seen a lot of fucking shit, and I've met a lot of different people, and you can't take that away from me. You know, you can't take that away from me. You can't take my life experiences away from me. You know, and the only way that you're gonna ever get to know me, really, 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 is if you shut your fucking mouth, right? And you just fucking like stop being an asshole. You can hang out with me. It's another fucking good way to get to know who the fuck I am. Because I feel like people don't understand. They don't get it. I'm not an offensive person. I'm not offended. I don't get offended by things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, well, did you things piss me off? I get frustrated and irritated, but I'm not the type of offense where I've got to take that thing that I don't like and ruin it for everybody. Just because I don't like it and I don't agree with it, it shouldn't fucking happen ever. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me, dude. Because that's not fair. There's billions of people on this gosh darn planet. You know what I mean? You don't get to fucking start fucking dictating other people's lives and how they are and how they act, and then trying to give them like some fucking like template of how they should be. You know what I mean? Just because that's acceptable and more palatable for you. That it sounds like Hitler. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like dictatorship. It sounds like you are trying to dictate things to where it's easier for you to break down and understand. But life isn't fair. That's not how it works. You don't get to understand everything. Do you understand that? Hopefully that's one of the things you understand. You don't need to, and you never will, and sometimes you don't have to. Okay? You just see something, you're like, oh, okay, cool, bye. Like, fuck, you don't have to have an opinion on everything. You don't have to fucking, like, just because you don't like it, fucking voice it. Great, you don't like it, awesome, cool. You know what I mean? Like, great. Oh, man. Oh, nobody will ever know. Like they just don't get it, you know. Like, there's like levels to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's laughable. It's laughable for you to tell me that's what fucked up my mind when literally people I was smoking with they were not crazy. People that I used to hang out with, smoke meth with, do things with, have them hang out at my house, have conversations with. They are not themselves anymore. They are out in the middle of the street, yelling at things that are not there. And my mind's fucked up? Is it perfect? No. I'm sure bad things happen. I'm sure that there's some type of repercussions for doing drugs at an early age, especially meth. But I'm here and talking and able to hold a fucking job like a regular person. So I think I deserve a little bit of credit there. Just a little bit. Just a tiny tad bit for not being completely 100% crazy. Right? 100%. I'm not normal. You know? I'm not normal. But I'm also not like psychotic. What's up, Mr. Girl? This is Drizzle's female side coming out. What? Talking? Having opinions? Just because I'm talking doesn't mean that you guys are fucking listening, by the way. Or doesn't mean that I need you guys to fucking listen. I can sit here and do this. You know what? Everybody could leave. There doesn't even need to be 7 people in here. I would continue to talk about things. Honestly. I would still talk. I would start typing shit in chat, right? For me to respond to. I don't need that. Like, I don't need you guys to listen to me. If you want to, that's great. I would hope that you click on the fucking stream and you're here to listen and not just like, what else are you so you want to watch me? Do you have audio on right now? Are you just going to try and watch me? Like, I would hope that you click things on YouTube to hear and listen to. But if that's something different for you, then whatever. Good, thank you. Mr. Girl. Hell yeah, bro. I just want to know. I need everybody's opinion on this. Okay? I need everybody's opinion on this. Oh, God! Somebody come look at this. What do you guys fucking feel? Because I think what you feel and what you think, 2 different things on this topic. What do you guys feel about them completely taking the Little Mermaid movie and basically turning it black? And then what do you think about it? Like, how do you feel? How does it make you feel when you see it? Is it like, oh, empowerment? Is it like, oh, wow, that's different. That's differently different. Or is it like, whoa? Or is it like, oh? Or is it like, how do you feel? And then what do you think about it? Like, honestly, like, what do you think? Like, elaborate. Take a look inside of yourself, right? And literally be real with yourself and talk about it. And not like if so you're going to offend someone, but literally have your own brain and your own mind and your own morals and standards, and then think about it and talk about it. Because for me, I think it's fucking retarded. I think it's stupid. I think it's really, really dumb. I think in a world where we're trying to end racism, right? Because what it is we want everybody to be equal, right? Equal rights, like equal shit. Everybody, there shouldn't be anybody that's getting worse treatment or better treatment because of their money or their social status or whatever. It should just be equal, right? Or like, let's say police shouldn't just beat the shit out of one group of people more than the other. They should just beat the shit out of everyone, right? Like equal, right? Right. When you're in this kind of in this thing, right? And it's got to be equal rights, equal shit. Everybody has a right to something, but you're literally saying this movie isn't good enough because it's too white. So let's take it and make it black, so that the little black girls out there can feel like they can be mermaid princesses. But I thought we were talking about equal. So if it's a white princess or a black princess, it shouldn't fucking matter because it's all equal. So what is it? So have you taught your kids that, so have you taught your kids so much about color and race that they feel like they can't relate to a fucking fake ass princess on a movie because their skin color isn't the same as theirs? Whose fucking fault is that? Whose fucking fault is that? We've done this whole thing where race is so important. Now what we're doing is we're erasing whites completely out of it. And because it's such a big thing, because it's so huge, what you're seeing now more of is that you're seeing way more movies that are built around not having white people in it. Like Wakanda Forever, like Black Panther. Wasn't like that the whole fucking thing? That was like the side note. The side quest was like, oh, it was an all-black movie, by the way. But also come and watch it and have no thoughts or feelings about that. We want you to come and watch this Marvel movie, but also know that we don't like white people. So you want to take a fake princess, right? I'm just here listening. My ex-wife taught me how to keep my mouth quiet when a person is in need of a shoulder to cry on. Oh, yeah. Let me cry some more. I need you in my life. What would I do without that shoulder? What would I do? Anyway, so, like, I'm kind of just, like, in my head, I'm like, let's look at this. Let's look at this from a way that we are supposed to be, like the goggles we are supposed to be looking through, right? Especially as white people. We don't want to do things to offend people. We don't want to say certain words. We don't want to act a certain way. We don't want to bring certain things up. You know what I mean? We can't. We don't want to offend them. That's the thing is, you got to be careful to who you're offending nowadays. But that's okay if you want to take a fucking movie that was literally part of my childhood and take it and change the whole fucking thing just because it needs to be more black. How is that not offensive to people? And so are we not allowed to be offended? Because then if we're offended, then we're racist and we're part of the problem, right? I just need to understand where I feel like the internet has turned people into a bunch of people that say a bunch of shit and then do the absolute opposite. Like, they don't even listen to what they say anymore. Like, they don't even, like, think about what they do. You know what I mean? It's, like, almost like fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, you can't say this and then do that. It makes no sense. And then it takes away from every other argument you've ever had in your entire fucking life. So what is it? What is the fight against racism supposed to do? What is the end of racism look like? What does that look like? What does that look like? Turning everything black? Making it to where people that are like not white can say and do whatever they want and not be held accountable for their derogatory, racist, prejudiced shit that they do? Is that what it looks like? It's racism. Ending racism is only ending racism for white people, but everybody else can be racist. I don't understand why you don't just go and that was the cool thing, right, about the Black Panther, I guess you can say, is that they didn't have to take, I don't know, maybe it was a comic, I don't fucking know. That one's hard because I don't know if it was a comic. But what would have been really cool for these people is if they created a whole new princess that was better than all the other princesses. And it was exclusive. Like they created their own thing. Somebody that not only black girls, little black girls or black people could enjoy, but something that a character that is now drawing a whole fucking people that from all different kinds of cultures. Because it's just that good of a fucking character. Why not do that? Why not literally you're taking something was already made. I don't know how this is even legal, by the way, but you're taking something that was already made and then fucking changing the characters. And you're putting out the same movie, but with different colored people. One, that sounds stupid. Two, that doesn't seem like it's conducive to ending any kind of racism or making anything equal. It just seems like it's causing more problems. And it's fucking retarded. Like, you think, so we're just gonna, let's just accept the fact that that's the only thing we could have done. We could have done anything better. We could only, as the people that are representing black people, I guess, I don't know what the fuck this shit is, but that's the only thing we could have done was steal something from someone else. We couldn't have been creative to create our own shit. I'm just really, really confused. And fucking like baffled. I don't understand. When did this become okay? When? Rainbow people. Like, just make movies. New movies. Like, there's a shortage of good, new, creative movies with new ideas. That's part of the reason why people like Key and Peele, the Peele and whatever fucking movies, because they're different. You know what I'm talking about? That one, Up or whatever, the one where it's like you don't really know what's going on, you know, like, and then it's a fucking spaceship like fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not your typical UFO movie. And I liked it. I liked it a little bit. It wasn't the best movie, but I was entertained by it because it wasn't the same fucking thing over and over and over again. You know, I like to see a horror film that isn't about ghosts and poltergeists and exorcisms. You know what I mean? Something that they've created their own monster, or they created their own environment where you get to put yourself in there and feel scared. You know what I mean? You know, why would you make the same movie and say what was that for? For the what? Why did they do that? What was the end game? What was the end game there? Was it for it was for the kids? It was for the children. So for just the black children? Or did you not only did you at the same time say, hey, you know what, you white people aren't good enough either. Your whiteness ain't good enough for did you not give little white girls a complex at the same time? You literally reversed it. You reversed it. You're like, oh, little black girls don't feel like they're good enough. None of these princesses have black skin. Like they can't relate. They feel like they're not good enough. So you take a white princess and you fucking make her black, and you say, oh, this is right now. Like, let's everybody be really happy about this. This movie's better. And then, so what? So we're just gonna sit there and say that didn't do anything to anybody, like to their brain, like other like little like kids that might not be black. I just need to know. Seems kind of suspect. Thoughts on Trina Golden going to jail for 15 years? Well, that bitch can keep a secret. I'll tell you that. Bitch can keep a secret. I don't even know how that happened. I'm not too sure how any of that happened. Like if somebody ratted on her or she was on the run. I don't understand how you can be on the run like that and not get found. But whatever. I mean, whatever. But to me, it seems fucking weird as fuck. I just feel like she could keep a motherfucking secret. That chick keep fuck secret for sure, cause she can act. She's a fucking actress. Tell you that right now, bitch can act. Cause she fooled everyone. Wouldn't have ever thought she was big old drug dealing fucking murderer. You know what I mean? It literally, dude, I'm fucking literally drinking alcohol and smoking weed, putting toxic into my body. And the only thing that fucking people want to talk about is the testosterone that was in my body before I started fucking taking it. It was there. I had testosterone in my body already. It's a fucking hormone. I really don't get like how ridiculously one-sided and like it. You can't even hide it. Like you can't hide it. Like you can't even hide the fact that you're just a fucking transphobe. What are you, a Christian? Jesus fuck. Are you fucking Christian? Or are you Catholic? What religion are you? Tell me, expose yourself now. The people fucking around with their crystals and shit and fucking like praying to the moon and shit don't give a fuck about what anybody's doing with their body. I feel like that's just in my head how that plays out. Like crystal people don't give a shit. Like they're just trying to like be like neutral and have like good vibes and like fucking try to spread like positivity. What fucked up religion are you? Is it Catholic? Jew? It's fucking Jew. Is it the Jews? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trans adults. Believe in reality and science. Yeah? Really? That's cool. Because if you actually did, then you probably fucking wouldn't be such a hater. You wouldn't be such a fucking hater. You wouldn't be so stupid if you believed in reality and science. You wouldn't be such a fucking idiot. My brother came out as gay. I support Drizzle. Well, your brother is very fucking brave. Because that shit you literally have two ways, right? You can like just like do what they want you to do and like keep that shit behind closed doors and keep it to yourself and like la da 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 da, you know what I mean? Or the other side and completely not be gay at all because it's bad and a sin, right? And just like be in the closet. Or you could just literally say these things. That's all it is. It's just saying and being yourself. It's not like you're literally stepping out of a closet or you're doing really anything. You don't even have to go and get a tattoo. You don't have to go and do nothing except just be yourself. Isn't that sad? That's sad. That is sad. Am I working out? Have I been working out? Yes, I've been working out. I have been working out. Thank you. I appreciate you for noticing. Thank you guys. Yes, I have been working out. I have been working out. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I have titties. We've been working on chest. We've been working, and I've been eating. I've been trying to eat. I've been trying to eat food. I've been trying to do something, but that's all. I feel like the easier part is lifting weights. That's easy. You pick up heavy shit and you put it down. And you do it over and over again, and you find a way to do it to where you can feel your muscles hurting. And then when your muscles hurt, you keep going. And you do that with different machines that hit different muscles. That shit's easy. That's not hard. The hardest part about that is form. And then if you're a fucking, like, some type of pussy, I guess, you know, or, like, tough guy, I guess, the other hard thing would be, like, not ego lifting. Like, actually doing the weight that you can lift. That's another important thing. But that shit's easy. Dieting, not even dieting, eating in a way to where you can see results and then also not feel like shit and then fucking like be like be optimal, dude. Straight optimal. Just optimal gains all the way around. That eating part and cooking and all that shit, that's the hard part. That's what fucking is the hard part. That shit ain't fucking easy, man. Alright, I gotta fucking talk to my... I look like a goofball. Goofball. Your life. Oh yeah. We'll give you an elevated mood. That's the scam. That's the scam. My mood was elevated before. I had an elevated fucking mood before, bro. I had an elevated mood when I was doing all the drugs, bro. I had an elevated, you know what? And you know the difference is I wasn't happy. And now I'm happy. I feel, I don't know. I just feel like, is this what it feels like to like your body? Well, must be nice just to be born and like your shit and just feel good. I just feel good. I don't feel good all like every day, but I don't think anybody feels good every day, right? Or do you feel good every day? Then what are you doing? Is it yoga? Are you doing yoga, Karen? Karen. Karen? I'm gonna try to take you seriously here, Karen. Karen, what is it that makes you happy? What is it that what is it? What is it that makes you not have elevated moods? And what is elevated to you? What's your baseline? Who are you? You know what? I actually have a problem because I think that I like myself too much now that I am Am I a narcissist now? Fuck. Damn it. Shit. Is that what that is? When you like just love yourself and I can look at I'm entertaining to me. I like to watch my streams. I think I'm funny. I like it. I like that shit. That shit's fucking funny. I wish I could fucking have a friend, somebody like me around. I'd be like, yo, dude, like, let's fucking hang out. Fucking go and do things. World domination, bitch. Let's go. Look into science. Are you a scientist? Or do you take BBC? Knowing how to take a fucking dick is not science, okay? Swallowing cock and eating cum, Karen Jones? Or are you a catfish? Are you a man? Are you catfishing me? I'm getting catfished right now. I need to. Dude, we should FaceTime so I know it's real. Reality and not using my name like a 10-year-old. Reality? Oh, shit. Boom! That was supposed to like be a mic drop moment, huh? Oh, hold on, let me play it out for you. How dare you talk to me? You hurt me. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, you know what? Someone said that women need to be heard. That's half of it. You know what else they need to be? Is they need to be told that they're right. That's the mic drop moment. Ain't that right, Karen Jones? You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're so right. You're right. I'm not in reality and I am unhealthy. Where do we go from here? Can we work on it? Let's work on a friendship here. Oh, I'm a woman though. So what does that mean? So what are you saying? I could what does that mean though? What does that mean? I love it. I love, you know what? I own it. I own it so good. I love that. I love, and I think that that's what other people love too. I think it goes both ways. You know what I mean? I think it goes both ways. I think women still will find me attractive. Men are gonna want to just. I have a hole, you know. I have one, and regardless of what they say, you know what I mean. It's fucking hole, you know. It's there, and I'm attractive. I still catch men looking at me all the time, and gay men too. You know, there's gay guys. You know, my gaydar is pretty good. You know what I'm talking about. And you know what the cool thing is with the women shit is, yeah, I'm a woman. I was born a woman, so I'm more since we do this whole thing, you know what I mean, where, you know, men are just, you know, they're non-emotional people and they're just fucking assholes. Some men out there, you know what I mean, are emotional and are understanding. Like, there are marriages, happy marriages out there. You know what I mean? They're gonna want to fuck shit regardless, I guess. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that all men are assholes. But the cool thing with me is I can connect with women on a different level. And I have a great face and a great personality. And I'm funny. But I'm also toxic and I'm sick and I take testosterone and I'm a transgender. And I'm fat. And my teeth aren't the best. And, sometimes my eyebrows get a little weird there. I get like, you know what I mean? Like they're a little fucked up. You know, you gotta kind of like play like the game. Like, you know what I mean? One's not ever gonna be the same as the other. You know what I'm talking about? But at least I'm not dealing with that and the boob situation where it's all like, fuck, my nipples, why is that one going this way and this one going that way? Like, I just need them to just be looking that it's the same, you know what I mean? Like, I need the nipples to be at least roughly in the same area, you know. I'm so glad. I fucking don't miss my tits at all. I don't. I love my new chest. It's great. It's great, and I've been working on it. Looking out for me, I can only thank you, words on a screen. I appreciate your considerations and advice and suggestions. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Gracias. Adios. I am funny. I'm not. We should do like a fucking, or I would get murdered, I think. I'm like, we should do like a fucking bonfire at the beach, all of us. Like, people are gonna come and throw eggs at me, and then they're gonna roll me in panko, stick me on a fucking spigot, and fucking like roast me in a fire. You know what I'm talking about? That's real life. Oh, my blood clot, blood clot. Somebody come look at this. Chop disappeared with City IP2 Discord whore. Whoa. Who is that? No, hold on. I need to know these things because that was very quick. That didn't take very, very long for like Chop. Can we just take a moment of silence for me and everyone being right? And also Chop's hopes and dreams that have been fucking shot out into space and then fucking like blown up with a missile. You know what I'm talking about? Can we take a moment of silence? That's enough, motherfucker. That's all you get. They were FaceTiming. Oh, well, at least now he's like fucking not talking to a fucking. I'm just really baffled. Like, that's how I want you guys to understand. Like, that's how bad that situation was. Is people didn't know if he was trolling or being serious. Like, that's how outrageous it was. People were like, you're fucking around. You're not serious. You can't be serious. Like, you can't. So you're gonna move to Canada and stay in this person's house with their parents. And that was the end game. Was to go and be with this person that you've never even seen ever. You've never even seen them. And then they've literally been break up and then back together, break up and then back. And then she was Japanese and then like Canadian and then sounded like a straight chola on the phone. I was just very confused. You know, and now I feel like because he's so hurt and so desperate that he has lowered his standards probably to something that, you know, just to get his fucking rocks off. And that's a sad, dark, sad place to be. That's a sad, dark place to be. You know what I'm talking about? Not very good. Not good at all. Not very good. Get Airbnb. Chop scenario is all bullshit. Hold on, JD. That the catfish. Which what? Fuck. So the catfish bitch that was like the fucking fake bitch was a Mexican from Fresno. That's hilarious. That's even more fucked up. Is when they're like in the same. Like you were in California, like you were like not even that. You what? So Fresno's what 6 hours away. That's how you know. One, like Jesus Christ, that person was underage. 100% underage. 100%. 100%. There's no way. Like I don't see. City content. Who is City? Does she stream? Is she someone important? I don't get it. I don't get it. I think you guys are lying to me. You know what? Okay. Mama Bugala. Chichala. Let's listen to some music. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for fucking EDC, you know? I think I'm more prepared I've had a very, very, very nice, special person look out for me and get me things that like fucking, and then you know what I mean, and my mom helped me out. She's like, yeah, I never let me take you out for your birthday, so I'm gonna buy you these things. I was like, okay. And then fucking I bought food and fucking I have this big ass bottle of alcohol that I'm gonna pour into fucking water bottles. So that's already set. Now we just have a few more things to get. And we're like literally just need the fucking gas to get there and a little bit of spending money and we're good to go. Like it's literally almost done. It's literally almost done. All of this bullshit. And then I almost got my car note paid down because I'm not gonna fake the funk, dude. My shit's been fucked, dude. Like I've been in the hole since the fucking surgery. It's been hard coming back. You know, I had to take a loan to pay for, you know, the hotel, the Airbnb and bills and stuff when I wasn't able to work and shit like that. And it was like obviously the loans that, you know, were available to me at that point. Like if it was me a couple years ago, like that's different. But like the ones that were available to me that were quick, that were boom, 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 um, were something that's it's fucking stupid. It's like fucking $100 a week to pay off, and I'm only 23% done with that shit. I still got $2,000 left to pay at 100, and that to me, at least for me, isn't what is that 20 weeks? But then you have like it's fucked, right? So I've been fucked and shit's been bad, but finally things are getting paid off and I've been able to pay my car payment down. I'm going to get smacked again with it, right? The first day that I go, that I'm at EDC, I'm getting hit with the car payment. You know what I'm talking about? But I obviously cannot pay. Maybe I might. I don't know. Like things are looking up. Like things are looking different. I don't know. They're looking quite different. I don't know if it's not the drinking constantly, all the fucking spending money on alcohol all the fucking time, if it's the fact that I'm always fucking working, you know what I mean? And then I'm also trying to do Instacart on the weekends, finally. Like, I have this fucking drive or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. But it looks a little bit better than it has been. And so that's great. But EDC is just gonna happen, and it's just every single time after EDC. That's one of the things. One of the tips, by the way, guys, if you guys, one of the tips for EDC is to not check your bank account. So that is why I haven't bought so much food, is because, um, like I don't. I'm not trying to be like when I left Beyond Wonderland. I was surprised at the amount of money that I had because I wasn't spending money on drinks. I was kind of just like enjoying sets being on mushrooms. You know what I mean? And smoking weed and shit and exploring with fucking, you know, my best friend. So I was like, and then my money got stolen, so it wasn't even like I had any, like they fucking stole my shit and then stole all my money. And so and then another thing, a bad just kept on happening. But I feel like maybe something is starting to give and we're starting to see a little bit of the daylight at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if it's a different way of thinking or if it's just working harder or if it's like something, but something different is happening. It's differently different. And I'm down for differently different. Anything that what it was, because Jesus fuck. You know? And I'm not drinking every day. And then I think that's what's made me to create habits. Do you know what I mean? Where like I do give myself time now to I take my food and do what I have to do and stuff like that, it gets a little weird towards like on Friday, like right now I have one meal because I'm not used to doing it, and I'm still learning, but I've been doing it, and I've been doing it for like 2 weeks or more. My girlfriend would be able to tell me how long I've been doing it. She said she's proud of me. I'm proud of myself. Like, fuck, dude, that shit takes, and it's not something that I do on the weekend. It's been something that I do before work, and that's even more crazy because I'm not that kind of a person. I'm like, bro, I just want my brain, I want to chill before work, right up into that moment that I've got to start fucking like getting ready for work. I don't want to be doing too much. I'm not the person that's like, going hiking and going over here and dropping this off and talking to this person and then doing this and then going over here and then fucking getting ready for work and then going to work. And I'm not that person. But I've literally made it a thing because I want to see changes in myself. And if I can make if I can do that, then I can do that with something else. And so it's just a matter of changing my brain. It's literally changing my brain. I just have to change my brain. And that shit's hard as fuck. And it comes with, being in like a relationship also. Like not reacting the same way as I would have. And then I'm just not at the point yet of where I'm comfortable talking about the things that, you know what I mean, yet. But I've realized the things that, and then I've just gotta like be like, I've just gotta like, now I've gotta break the barrier, right? And then talk about them and be like, but I hate confrontation, and I just feel like they're just gonna fucking leave me. And so now I gotta get that confidence of just having boundaries, So now it's boundaries. And that shit's hard as fuck. This is all adult shit. So if this is boring, then sorry, but like this is my life. This is my life. But I think I've been blessed with somebody that's finally, I don't know what the future holds for us, but it seems like I finally found somebody that's going to be able to, that's like all of the healthy things that you need. There's some things that I don't like, but that's just how it's going to be, but like, it's like I'm learning how to be in a healthy relationship, and like it's beautiful, and then it's also really tough, you know what I mean? Like, I think the long distance part is like what is, you know what I mean, is going to be really, really hard. But I think that we could fight through that. I think that we could do this. It's just going to be, I've got to hit different levels. I've got to grow. I've got to be able to grow. I've got to do this shit on my own. I've got to build confidence in myself to do different things, I'm talking about, to break like things down, and like, in order or it's just going to end up the same way. So like I've got to do different shit. And I don't even know if that's how that goes, because I've never seen it happen. Like, my mom's never had a healthy relationship, so I don't know how it goes. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like today I had like a first like debate with my girlfriend, and I thought she hated me. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to argue with you over something so silly. She's like, we're not arguing. We're having a. She made me laugh when she was all like, at first, this is where the change came. At first, when she said it, I was all like, and then I read it a few times, and I was all like, I just started laughing because it's funny. And she's all like, we're not arguing, we're having a discussion, and I'm thinking practical. And I was like, in my head, I was like, so I'm not thinking practical? Like, what the fuck? Like, asshole. Shit was funny to me. It was hilarious. I guess you had to be there. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's pretty funny, though. How do I help Trina? When's my birthday? You trying to figure out? You trying to figure me out? I'm a Pisces, March 14th, 1990. I have my chart on something. My girlfriend was interested, and then I had to do it, and then like it was like, well, what is it? It has like what you're like have your thing in Aquarius, and like it has all that. I don't remember any of that shit. But I'm a fucking Pisces. March 14th, baby, let's go. Do you support Bud Light trans beer? I don't know. I have to think about. I really, you know what? To be honest, I have to think about more about where I stand. Yes. On the weekend, on Sunday, on Saturday. Oh, yeah. Yes. We can do that. I have to think about all of those more about how I feel about a lot of the trans issues because that's all fucking new to me, if you insist. What are we gonna do for dinner on Saturday? We did Asian last time. Should we do like healthy? Does she have acai bowls? Or is that dinner? What are we having? What's it? What? Sorry. My dad only drink Budweiser. Well, I don't really like. I like. You know what the fucking problem is? As I stood there, do you know what the fucking problem is? Is I stood there trying to figure out what the fuck I wanted for a long time. I did. I stood there and I was like, what do I want? I was like, I kind of want to enjoy a big beer, but then I also want kind of like something that's going to get me to a level of like where I kind of want to be, but then I was like some other shit. I was like, dude, is that where you really want to be? And they're like, fucking, and then I was like, fucking like, how much sugar does that have? And then, like, I stood there on my phone looking up nutritional facts on fucking Four Loko. Do you know how much sugar that fucking thing has in there? Gucci's was right. That shit's like 60 fucking grams of sugar. You might as well just drink a Monster. and like add vodka. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. And so like fucking right. So I was like, can't do that. Put that fucking Four Loko back. And then I was like, might as well. And then I looked up the sugar for Budweiser, and there is no sugar in Budweiser. There is carbs, and there's protein, and there's calories. But there's no sugar. But the thing is there's carbs. So they're probably not very useful carbs. But it's not like, do you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to any of you fuckers out there? Okay, cool. Does it make sense? Okay, cool. So like fucking like so I got the Budweiser, and I was like looking at the back wall for the vodka. I was like 15 something. I was like, fuck, dude, like it says sale, and I know it says sale, and I know I was asking a stupid fucking question when I asked it, but I was like, is that like gonna be like a fucking, is that like the normal price? Like, or is it gonna be something different tomorrow? And it's a sale, so no, bitch, like it's not gonna be there. And so I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta buy at least one of these bottles at 15 something. So I got like I got this big ass fucking handle for like fit like $16, which is fucking cool because like this is gonna be for EDC, and so fucking like we're gonna fucking like, you know, fucking literally, you know what I mean? And then I have my plastic flasks coming. Miller High Life is your favorite? I mean, I was drinking Miller High Life fucking 40s for a while, but then I realized how much they taste like shit. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, it's just nasty. It's like, not good. Like, there's no, you know, like fucking, I like IPAs, you know, I do. So I'm hoping that closer to the event that we all start to talk about like what everyone's bringing, because I've literally have the food. No one's asked me to bring the food, so I really don't have any right to be like, I brought the food. Like, bring IPAs that I can drink. But like, I would have a recommendation on, since I am bringing vodka, and I do plan on bringing, I think since I'm getting a beer funnel, I think I'm going to go ahead and get like a 24 pack of something. I would hope that they would like hear me out and understand that we need like a bag of wine, and that we also need like some shit, you know what I mean? Like fucking like some IPAs, like something that's under 16% that you can bring a 24 fucking pack of. Because why the fuck not? Are you fucking stupid? Like, and if it wasn't Vegas, I'd be like, I just keep it in my car. But then I'm thinking, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just fucking literally. Got you, bitches. I got you, bitches. I got them. I got them. So I've always wondered, how do they regulate, like, so you're only supposed to bring one of those items, right, per person. A 24 pack, a bag of wine, whatever. You're only allowed to bring that one of those things per person, right? So it could be like everybody brings wine, which would be stupid, but like you could do that, right? But look, check this out. I've always wondered, how do they know what someone has in their tent? It's not like some sign-in sheet. There's so many people coming and going that I've always thought that you could just check in with your alcohol and have alcohol in your car that you could literally just go and grab as soon as you get all your shit to your tent and like hang out for like a little bit, kind of like do a little and then just like fucking go back to your car and grab the thing and then check in again with the shit again, right? Because you don't know. I probably drank that. I drank that, bitch. Like me and my neighbors drank that, right? So then I just go and I grab the IPAs from the fucking the small red cooler that has ice in there. What the fuck? Yo, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Nobody has to say it. Nobody has to give me credit for anything. I understand, and it's fine. I'm humble. I get it. I'm a humble person. Is that not the greatest fucking idea, or what? Tell me. It's the greatest. We're getting so lit. So this is gonna be snuck in. You can't bring this. But I have my handy dandy way of doing it, and it worked the last time, and it's gonna work again, and it's literally gonna be the best. And so we're gonna sneak that in, and we got our plastic flasks, right? That we're gonna have to, because I don't have tits anymore, so now we're gonna have to try to figure out how do we sneak in plastic flasks? Where do you guys, literally, where do you guys put that? In your ass? I gotta... Oh yeah, nice. Go ahead, do it. Yeah, do it. Get it? Yeah, I'm going tonight. Dude. I'm getting in there tonight. Yeah. And so, yeah. So basically, like, I need to figure out how to respond to that. Support local fisting. Shh. I don't need to fucking be talking to you guys at all, really. You guys can all actually really fuck off. That's how I feel. I have more important shit. I don't even think she knows anything about my grandma yet. I haven't even told her anything because it's not the time yet. It's not the time to bring up any of my stuff. It's like all of her stuff has the whole spotlight. I want to give it the most tendering of like I just want to take it, and I want to I want to take her stuff and like take it. I want to take it, but I want to like, and then like if I can't take, I obviously can't take it away, so I just want to take it and then treat it like tenderly. I need to fucking know. I don't know what to do either because my grandma was in a fucking coma. I wasn't able to do anything. Everything was just decided for her. Um, Excuse me? Bye. See you later. I just feel like I never am saying the right thing. Yeah, I will go stream with my fucking girlfriend. Bye. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.